this list goes on. And many of these women are petrified and afraid to come forward because Hillary Clinton has run a veritable intimidation campaign, a terror campaign against them. They've all had IRS audits. They've all been harassed at their jobs. The Clintons play for keeps, and they're really intent on keeping Bill's sexual assault victims silent. It's time for these women to step forward and speak out.
By the way, they can get the book besides Amazon, but at rogerstone.com?
rogerstone.com or clintonswar.com will both take you to a link where you can buy the book. The book is #1 on Amazon for political books today. Now, the Clintons have tried very hard to suppress this book. About 2 hours after it was released, my publisher noticed an inordinate number of negative one-star reviews on Amazon. They were all one-sentence reviews. This book is crap. This has all been disproven. Roger Stone is the right-wing hitman.
Right.
And when we did a little research, we were able to trace these reviews all to the same IP address at the Clinton headquarters in Brooklyn, New York. So the Clintons are very concerned about this book because it is the stone cold truth about Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton.
So when this book was rumored to come out, again, by the way, we're talking here at the Sunshine Summit with the great, you can take one, with the great Roger Stone. I don't know if you find it in the men's bathroom wall later on, right?
No, I won't be in the men's room.
We're talking with the great Roger Stone here, here on the Ed Dean Radio Show, broadcasting live at the Sunshine Summit in Orlando, Florida. How many years ago did you start on this book? Give me some timeline. Were you sitting there having a drink with one of the guys and go, you know what? I've read the Clinton books. There's more here that's not being discussed. How did you come across by doing this new book?
Yeah, there's about 60 biographies of the Clintons of varying degrees of favorability. Some of them are love letters, other of them are critics. But all of those writers, all of those authors missed the truth that's hiding in plain sight. So this book was, say, 2 years in the writing and 6 months arguing with the lawyers.
Wow.
Because, believe me, I'm subject to lawsuit, as is my publisher. Therefore, I had to justify and document every single sentence.
Who made more money off the book, the publisher or the lawyers?
Well, we don't know yet. We'll know in a while. The lawyers are on a retainer. They just want to protect the publisher from lawsuit, and therefore, you really got to know your stuff. You can't accuse people of things you can't document. Therefore, I had to track down these women. I either had to rely on things they had said to credible reporters before me, and then I had to go find them and try to confirm, whether Juanita Broadrick and Liz Ward Grayson and the third woman identified by Roger Morris of the Washington Post really said that Bill Clinton bit their upper lip as a signal to keep your mouth shut.
Go to Amazon.com, go to rogerstone.com, get the new book, The Clintons' War on Women. I have friends that are in the movie industry, and to do a movie can be 6 to 8 months. This thing of doing the book, the research, the phone calls. I mean, forget the lawyers for a second. I'm talking about the production of all this. How long did this take? Was it like a movie length?
No, it's actually the actual printing of the book and the distribution, doing an index, making sure the index is good, double checking all the footnotes and sources. That's about a 3-month period. So when I say 2 years, 2 years overall, that includes 6 months of fighting the lawyers and 3 months for actual hard production and getting the book in the stores. It's been out 2.5 weeks. It's zoomed to #1 on Amazon in the political category. I'm very confident that it could yet make the New York Times bestseller list if the Ed Dean listeners will go out and buy it.
Buy his book, the great Roger Stone, right now here on the Ed Dean Radio Show. Is there an issue that you look back that you say that I wish I would have concluded, I wish I would have covered more, I wish I would have given more time to the issues inside the new book of The Clintons' War on Women? Give me an area.
A perfect example. I say definitively in the book, which I believed at the time, that the Clintons had no role in the death of John F. Kennedy Jr. I have now seen substantial evidence to the contrary.
Really?
You've been told that he was an inexperienced pilot. That's a lie. You've been told that he had few hours at the controls. That's a lie. You've been told that he was inexperienced, particularly at instrument flying in the blind. He had thousands of hours on a simulator.
Wait, set this up for the audience. What do you mean? What is the role with JFK Jr. and the Clintons?
JFK Jr. in 1999 decided to run for the United States Senate in New York. Hillary had decided to run for the same office in the stepping stone. That's why when Kennedy's plane goes down, nothing happens for 8 hours. It is not until Uncle Ted Kennedy, the senator from Massachusetts, calls the president at 3 o'clock in the morning and says, "What's going on here? Why is there no search party sent out from the FAA for my nephew?" And Clinton said, "Yeah, we'll get right on it." The two reporters who describe seeing a fireball in the sky and they see a plane drop like a stone, which, as you know, with engine failure, that's not how it works. If your engines fail, you still glide. You're going to crash, but you don't drop like a stone. So there's a lot more here. I'm doing deep research on it now. I do know this. Both John Kennedy Jr. and Hillary Clinton were courting a major upstate New York Democrat in the Buffalo area, a real powerhouse. And they both told him that they wanted to run for the Senate. He had a long-time sentimental affection, connection to the Kennedys. And when he told Hillary he had to wait before he could give a commitment to see what John Kennedy would do, she laughed and said, "Don't worry about that. That's not going to be a problem."
Really? Now,
Stay tuned.
Are you looking? So you're looking to do a book on this as well?
This is going to be my next book. So when you read in my book that the Clintons played no role in John Kennedy's strange death, which was very opportune for Hillary's Senate aspirations, I was wrong about that, and I have come upon substantial new evidence about irregularities in the investigation getting shifted from the FAA to the Air Force, first time in American history that's ever happened. There's a lot of odd questions. I found there's a reporter who saw the plane drop from the sky. When you go to the newspaper where he was employed, they claim they never heard of the guy, even though his byline's on a bunch of old stories, and he's disappeared from the face of the earth.
Can you hang out for another segment, or do you got to get going? I'm
No,
going to hang
I'm
out.
great.
I promised you last week if I could do a whole hour, but I mean, I know you got a lot of people want autographs.
Let's do another segment.
Let's do another segment. More on the other side. We're here at the Sunshine Summit. The great Roger Stone, author of the book, The Clintons' War on Women. Go to rogerstone.com. All coming away as the facts of the Ed Dean Radio Show are indisputable. #1 all throughout the state. This is Florida's #1 radio show, the Ed Dean Radio Show.